something about prices while actually doing nothing. Joining us now with his take is Power the Future founder and CEO Daniel Turner. Daniel, great to see you. Markets weren't impressed by the move of the president yesterday at all. I mean, the oil prices, instead of coming down as a result of his announcement, they went up $2 a barrel. I mean, you know, it's down a fraction today, but nothing as to the gain of yesterday. So what's going to happen with this decision?
Yeah, this really has absolutely no impact on gas prices. The only way to bring down the cost of gas, to bring down the price of oil, is to radically increase the supply. Remember, we are producing 2 million fewer barrels of oil a day than we were a year ago. And as Edward Lawrence was just saying, the reason why is because they have scared off investors. The administration has put tremendous burden on oil and gas producers. So it is very hard for them to produce oil now. Releasing 50 million barrels, which is just a few days worth of oil, is not going to help the supply in the long run. The decisions that we're feeling now the impact we're feeling now has come over 10 months of bad incremental decisions by this administration. It's all caught up to us now. And in order to reverse that, they have to reverse these decisions. But Biden will never do that.
Well, even if he did, would the oil industry believe him? I mean, you know, oil industry is based to a certain amount on faith that the government's going to go in a certain direction. I just don't believe that they think he can change policies so radically. He said he wants to destroy the fossil fuel industry. He said that when he was running for president. I think he still does.
Yeah, I think that you raise an excellent point in that you have to create a market, a climate where markets are comfortable operating, where business is comfortable operating. Just look at our neighbor to the north, Canada. They canceled the Keystone Pipeline on the first day. Canada entered into a good faith arrangement with the American government, went through all the necessary legal and compliance hurdles to build this pipeline. Biden cancels it. Now he's threatening Line 3 in Minnesota. He's threatening Line 5 in Michigan. Why would Canada want to do business with us? Why would Mexico, who's also a very important oil partner, why would they want to do business with us? So you're right. These decisions by the administration will scare off a lot of fossil fuel investors, but that is actually the intention. They don't want fossil fuel investment. They want this green agenda. And to get it, they have to punish the fossil fuel industry into oblivion.
But it's only our fossil fuel industry. I mean, they're begging the Saudis and the Russians to produce more. Yesterday, as my buddy Larry Kudlow said, the president got it right. He said the reason prices are going up is because supply is way down and we need to goose up supply. But he's talking about goosing it up overseas, not in any way that will either help American workers in the fossil fuel industry or create a cleaner environment, because the Russians do it a lot dirtier than we do.
They do. And this is one of the advantages of the energy independence we saw in the previous administration. For starters, it lowered the cost of living for the average American. It was easier to pay for gas. Grocery prices were lower. Commodity prices were generally lower. So energy independence was good for our economy. Secondly, it also bankrupted a lot of bad actors. Just because of the way the geology of the world is currently, most oil and gas is found under the feet of rogue regimes. And that's unfortunate, but it's truthful. It's Iran, it's Russia, it's Venezuela, it's Saudi Arabia. So as prices go up, those countries increase their wealth. And what are they going to do with that wealth? They're going to sponsor terrorism. Right. Vladimir Putin is amassing an army in Crimea. He's amassing another army in the Arctic Circle. So energy independence isn't just good for our country and our economy. It is great for our national security because it bankrupts our enemies.
And by the way, you didn't mention Iran in that list of awful people that we have trouble with. Let me put it that way. I mean, if the Biden administration signs off on another nuclear deal like the one that Trump got rid of, they're not only going to have a new nuclear deal, they're going to have oil at twice the price that it was 2 years ago. So they're going to be able to make out like bandits.
And that's why OPEC Plus doesn't want to increase supply. They enjoy the higher price points. Remember all those crazy things you saw in Dubai, indoor ski resorts, the world's tallest buildings? Yeah. They only did that because oil was at $147 a barrel. This is going back
But, you know, that doesn't worry me as much as giving the Iranian mullahs so much of an edge that they didn't have. I mean, they were right on the edge of losing their power as a result of what was happening during the Trump administration. now they're getting empowered again because of everything that's going on. It's crazy policy. We got to leave it at that. Daniel Turner, have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Well, a new poll showing 77% of Americans